Hey, Richaun, you guys have really been in a lot of close games already this season. Just is this a good thing for your team to go through these 5 games where you're battling all the way down the stretch and every play matters?
I mean, I think it's always good to be able to learn lessons while winning. And it's a lot of things we got to improve on, especially in the fourth, when it comes to offensive execution and things of that sort. But you always want to learn these lessons while winning. And we're able to get another win on the road. Gonna watch film tomorrow and just try to get better. Try to get better from it.
George.
Hey, Richaun, your two-man game with Tyrese was very apparent there in the fourth quarter, and we've seen that a number of times over the last couple of seasons. When he's throwing lobs to you, how are you guys communicating? Is there a look, a gesture? Are you saying something to him? Because it seems like it's a perfect communication line between the two of you.
I mean, with Ty, he's just so creative with the ball, especially when he gets downhill in the pick and roll. So for me, it's about just making sure I get space from him and give him room to operate. It's very, very simple for me. He knows how to make the right pass. He always makes the right decision. So he's just very, very tough to guard in the pick and roll. So when he's coming downhill, I try to get to the front of the rim and let him make the decision. And he always makes the right one.
Saltis.
Harrison, great game, first of all. What did you see and how satisfied you are about the level of aggressiveness of your team on defensive end?
Very satisfied. We've definitely been competing on that end. It's one of the things that we came into training camp wanting to improve on, wanting to make sure we focused on. And I think the compete level has been there every game, especially on the defensive end. And that's something we're going to have to continue to bring in order to give ourselves a chance to reach our goals.
Tony Harvey.
Yeah, Rasan, when you just mentioned, you're talking about that compete level. Is it how does it feel to you at this point? Is the team getting that chemistry together where everybody's on that same page that they want to compete? And I know in the past that you talked about communications on the floor and things like that. Is all of that seem like it's coming together, even though it's still a young season?
Most definitely, and I think we could feel that coming together in training camp. Before it even started, we're making our points early in training camp and wanting to come together early. And I think that the more we go on, it's going to continue to get better. But that's something that we talked about. We wanted to make sure we were communicating with each other. We had each other's backs at every moment, to start the season, not something we wanted to build on as we go. And I think these first few games, we've done a great job, and we just got to continue getting better.
Jason Anderson.
Hey, Rich, good win. Congrats. You guys have caused a lot of problems for really every set of guards that you've seen so far this year. What are you seeing there? How is it that that something that's been a weakness in years past here has seemingly become a little bit of a strength now?
I think just the communication and effort, it goes a long way. Just making sure we understand as bigs to call out screens early for our guards so they can get in positions they need to be in. A matter of the guards, fixing their feet to get in positions they need to be in, to go along with our defensive game plan. So I just think just the focus level in that area, this year has been much improved and something that we continue to build. We're looking to continue to build on throughout the season.
Matt George.
Richaun, I know foul trouble is something that you've battled with and sometimes been frustrated with the calls going against you over the last few seasons. These last 2 games, though, you've done a really good job of staying out of foul trouble. Have you done anything differently? Has your approach been different or just calls going your way finally, it seems?
I want to make sure I don't say nothing wrong.
My bad.
But I'm an aggressive player. I play with a lot of energy and I feel like that could be seen, in a negative light sometimes, and so I just think, for me personally, it's about just focusing in on little nuances and things of that sort, getting to understand what referees are looking for, what I'm doing wrong. And I always like to put the onus on myself and just trying to avoid little, ticky-tack things where, my effort kind of gets the better of me, my passion gets the better of me when, it's a play I have to let go. So it's just about learning, differentiating, and just getting better in that aspect of the game.
We'll go back to James.
Yeah, Richaun, not to get you in trouble on that. Just how different is it this season with the rule changes? Because it feels like, free throw shooting is way down. You guys shot 24, I think, tonight, but that was a lot because you guys were in crunch time getting fouled. But in the regular flow of the offense, it doesn't feel like there's nearly as many foul calls on especially the guards?
Yeah, I honestly, I know that's an emphasis that the league made this year. Different rules and that sort. And based on the reactions of the fans and players and things of that sort, it's been something to be enjoyed. Getting a better flow to the game and things of that sort. And so I think the NBA has done a great job with those rule changes. The officials are doing a great job implementing them. And it's going to be an adjustment period as we go forward. But as we get throughout the season, I feel like it's something we can adjust to, and adjust to it well.
Chris Paul had one where he tried to stop short on you last game, and it went off his foot, and you went back to the other end for the dunk. Does that feel a little bit good to have one of those plays go your way?
I mean, anytime we can get a turnover, especially on the point guard of Chris Paul's caliber, I'll take it. Definitely take it.
Okay, we got one question in-house. Go ahead.
All right. I think that's it on the Zoom.
So, under the stat sheet, you were 7 of 8 in the field and 7 of 7 in the lineup. How pretty high. How they were playing.
I think my guards make the game incredibly easy on me. Tyrese knows the spots where I can score, gets me the ball easy, lobs, floaters, things of that sort. So my guards are just finding me for easy shots that I work on. My shots, dunks at the rim and things of that sort. And as far as the free throw line, those are free. Got to make those. And that's something I concentrate on daily, make sure I can knock down my free throws when it's time. And it came together tonight. But, my guards make my job extremely easy when it comes to scoring the ball and being efficient on the offensive end.
Last for me, how would you describe the way
I think just to relax, just to relax. They're at home. It's basketball's a game of runs. I think, in years past when I've been here, that's a moment where we kind of, would hang our heads and things of that sort. But I think everybody came back to the huddle like, all right, they made their run. Now let's go make ours. Let's get back into the game, get back to what we were doing, get our defensive stops, and we'll be fine. And we were able to get out of here with a win.